A2 AR-15, kind of a dissipator. Let's dissipate something. First, let's spread some Clorox after we put a round in the chamber. I wanted to wash that watermelon before we shoot it. There we go. It's only the right thing to do, right? And let's go over there and hit a red plate on either side of that tree. Nice. California Highway Patrol carbine. Okay, this upper actually came, well, from Colt originally, made on special order for the CHP, California Highway Patrol, back in 2002, as I understand. Okay, this upper. They wanted this upper. They weren't like machine guns, they were just AR-15s, and as I understand from what I can find out, they came in maybe a couple, 3 different configurations as far as the lower, with a regular A2 stock, and then some people had bought them on the surplus market, and they had collapsible stocks and different things, maybe even a different lower. I guess most of them came with the law enforcement lower, because this was during the Clinton, the pre-ban, you know, or the ban, from which lasted from like 94 to 2004. And so these were 2002, and that's why, of course, it's for law enforcement. So, you know, the bayonet lug and everything. And so you got all that. Things that the civilians were not able to get, at least the new ones, right, at that time. So, and of course, you notice the most outstanding feature is it's the kind of the dissipator style, isn't it? Which means it's the longer grip, and you got the long sight radius, even though it's a carbine length, it's a carbine. What you have here, as you can see, you got about the same length on the barrels, but the sight is further out on the California Highway Patrol model. Okay, so you get a longer sight radius, which is kind of nice, and much more to hang on to. For the times, it was a great idea, I thought. Now, why didn't people do that sooner? Again, just briefly, you know, you've got your gas block built as part of your sight on an AR-15, or it was for years, you know, decades. That's your gas block and your sight, all right? So you got a hole in the barrel for new shooters, new people, and it vents gas from the barrel, actually a hole in the barrel. It vents up through this gas tube all the way back, and that's what pushes back the bolt carrier and, you know, and bolt. Okay, that's how it operates, like a lot of rifles do, okay, gas operated. All right, direct impingement on these, but you got gas funneled back to operate it. So it's just part of the front sight. That's just part of it. Well, back in the early days, you know, they didn't really, I don't know what the date was, some of y'all will know, when they first started making like a low profile gas block, and they could actually put one under the hand guard, and that way you could put the gas block anywhere you wanted, and you could have a carbine length gas system and still have a longer hand guard. And that's what you get with the dissipator. So, for example, this sight is not the gas block, okay? So kind of broke tradition. So it's a sight just like that one. See, it's got the bayonet lug on it and everything, same sight. But this one is not the gas block. The hole in the barrel that ports the gas is not out here. It's back here. Well, you're about in line with this. You can even, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but yeah, it's right in there, okay? And because it needs to be a certain length, as I explained in that other video, what the problem, they have, you can't just take a 20-inch AR-15 and whack off the end of the barrel and have a dissipator stock done. You can, it's been done, but you often sacrifice reliability because you don't have as much dwell time. There's not as much space between the muzzle, which is the end of the barrel where the bullet comes out, not as much distance between that and the hole in the barrel, you know, where the gas block is. You need a certain amount of distance for that to work right, okay? And, you know, have enough energy to push the bolt and carrier back. Woo! Nice. Oh, Bo, I need to do a little more bowling, I think, too. 2, 2, 3. Nice. Let's hit a red plate again. I missed. out that propane tank. Red plate. Boom, last round. Nice. Smells good. I'm really sick. Smells good. So anyway, the CHP from around 2002, 2013, I guess. Again, if you are one or have been one, were one, you know, let us know. Is this what you had in your car, your squad car, your motorcycle, whatever it was? Because I think it's a pretty good choice for the times. Not bad, not bad. So it's kind of neat to have this old upper, and it seems like new almost. And yeah, I'm glad that John found it somewhere, and then I bought it from him because he got another kind of an A2 upper, I think an H bar and different things. So he didn't need it, and I did need it. So California Highway Patrol carbine is what it was called, I think. And again, it is, you know, obviously it's the dissipator style, even though that's a Bushmaster term, as I understand. So it's pretty cool. And I've seen comments on forums, and I didn't find articles on this. There may be some out there. I just found a lot of discussions about it, that people who had them, they knew people who had them, and just a smattering of information here and there. I gleaned from reading comments more than anything in various forums about it, but I didn't find any really authoritative articles on it, that anybody had done a lot of research that maybe was with the California Highway Patrol or anything. You may be aware of something, but if you are, let me know. It's pretty cool. I'm glad to have it.